Good morning, folks. As you can see, it's just me. It should be two of us. But look, he's not there. Where he is, I haven't got a clue. He'll be here in a minute. So I'm afraid it's just me at the moment. So I'm just going to chunter along. Yeah. It's a bit, throws you a bit when you're meant to have somebody online with you and they don't turn up. But hey, I'll abuse him when he gets here. So I'm used to it. He drops me in the mire every couple of days or so. It's about time he dropped me in at Big Star. So yeah, we've got a good Big Star. Anyway, give us a shout out. Let us know what you're up to, what you got doing, what's going on, what you're up to, what's on your bench, what's not on your bench, what would you like on your bench. Models, I mean. I would all like something like that on our benches. But yeah, just let us know. Give me a sec. Let me just do that. Oh crumbs, I've got to read that. Yeah. As you can see, I'm a little bit flustered. I'll be, oh yes, flustered. I'm meant to be going through something today, aren't I, guys? Where are we? I can't remember where I wrote it down, but I wrote it all down, what I'm meant to be doing. Right. I'm meant to be doing kits then and now, and what I would recommend. So I may as well go through that. Kits then and now. I've made quite a few kits. Give me a sec. So we've got Julian says afternoon chaps. That should be chap because Gary's not here yet. Afternoon, Julian. Hi, Steph et al. Hi, Geordie. Just me. Gary should be here, but as you can see, that's it. We've just got an empty space. But there's nothing new there, is there? Yeah, so I'm going to go through kits from back in the day. So when I was a kid, late 70s, and what they're like now. To be honest with you, the difference now is immeasurable. The old kits, there was fit issues, the plastic was awful, you always had to wash them. You didn't have the aftermarket parts you've got now. Yeah, okay, I'll show you what I mean. So yep, ding 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 ding. I'm wrecking the shed, as you do. So an old 1980s Boeing B-29 Super Fortress. This is one of those models that I always wanted as a kid, and I got to get it for a theme I'm running through. So just opening the box, you can see just by looking at it how poor the moulding is, and just looking at it, you can just see it's an old model. The crispness of the new ones just isn't there. It's what this was high tech at the time. Let's see if there's anything on here that tells me when it was printed. Ah, glad you could make it.
Sorry, somebody called at the door there. Family business, sorry.
How are you?
Yeah, very best stuff. How about yourself?
Yeah, flapping a little bit. Because somebody decided to drop me in it at the last moment.
Hey, I didn't know these people were calling at the door at a very inconvenient time.
Yeah, you say to him,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but I've got other things to do.
I should have, but he was asking questions about Delmon and family stuff. Haven't spoke to that man in years, and so I don't know why he called at my front door.
Okay, fine.
Sorry?
Okay, fine. Just put me in it, why don't you?
Didn't you sort it?
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yes. You see, you're a great lad. You see, you'll be able to sort things like that.
What do you want?
Nothing.
Right, so what are you up to before I carry on with what I was doing?
I was just setting up my new airbrush system there.
Cool.
And I am still working on my little Hanomag. Nothing really majorly done over the last few days, but
yeah.
On today's show, I will be working on the tracks, do a bit of track bashing for a couple of hours, and also the figures.
Cool.
So that's what I'm going to be doing today, Steph.
Nice. Couple of comments. Jay says, hi, Julian, Gary, Davis, because Julian said hi, Jay. Julian says, nice. Cool. As I said, just so I've got to repeat myself for Gary because he wasn't here. Today I'm going through kits, old and new, and what I recommend.
Right.
So that is what I'm going to be doing. So if you don't mind, I'm going to carry on with that.
I never stopped you, Steph.
Yes, you did. You turned up.
Well, okay, then I will disappear again.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. Anyway, going back to this old B29, you just look at the plastic and you can tell it's an old kit. I was looking to see any dates on this before I was rudely interrupted. Yes, here we go, Gary. I can hear you chunking away in the background.
Never said
anything. There's no dates on here at all. As a kid, this was the sort of thing you'd go, I want one. There may be some dates on the sprues as I go through it and I'll find it. But this is one I bought to actually make into a British one. What the British called the Washington. But it's basically a B29 with printed white with rounders on it. So, yeah. No, there's no dates on there. But, as I said, you look at it and it's like, yeah, it's an old kit. Just the look and the feel of it. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at a more recent one. I'll stick with Airfix. So you're comparing apples and apples, not apples and oranges. So see if we can put that away without wrecking the whole shed again like I just did. Oh, giddy. Yeah, I got acetate jumping on me. I need that. I gotta remember where it is. So that's put away, and I bet I'll get acetate jumped on me again. So I'm going to have a look at Dougal. Here we go. Please stay. Please stay. Yep. And here we go. Here's Dougal. The recent Airfix Shackleton.
Oh, nice.
Bed spider. So, will that fit in there? Ooh, just about. So this was produced less than 2 years ago. And you open the box and you look at it and you look at the screws and you can tell straight away it's completely different. The plastic feels different. The plastic looks different. The detailing is a lot better. Yeah, you've got detailing on the inside, which you didn't have on that B29. A lot of people very rarely did interiors back in the day. And also this is, oh, what the hell? Okay, better be careful with those parts. Make sure I've got none of them come off. No. This was the last derivative of the Lancaster to fly with the Air Force. So technically the Lancaster was flying in the Air Force until the 1980s. And you just look at it and you can see the difference in the moulding, in the detail. I don't know whether you can pick that bit up there. It's just completely different. As you would expect when people are modelling a lot more. People are expecting more detail. They're expecting better fitment. You can bet your bottom dollar with that B29, it will fight me all the way. Now I've said that, it's going to be one of those that just flicks, chuck it in a box, shake it, and it comes out done. So, and it's like Dave Oliver said, Tamia, well, in an interview, Tamia said, we're asked why they've retooled their Spitfire, and they say because of the competition. And they were asked which competition's that, and they said Airfix. Airfix's mouldings and models have come on in leaps and bounds in the past 10, 15 years. They've got better and better and better, and it's great for us modelers. So yeah, it really is better so much for us. Julian says very retro kit, doing an Airfix 172nd Lancaster B1 that I built when I was 7. Nice. It's thicker plastic. Yeah, it is thicker plastic too. The thickness of the plastic is completely different. So that's sort of then and now. What would I recommend? At the moment, my favourite model maker is Maine. I absolutely love their models. They go together as good as, if not better than Tamiya. I find them very well engineered, but not like Dragon and ICM, who over-engineer them. You've got 6 bits for a piece that's about that big, and it's like, no, don't need that. A piece that big you can mold in one. Sometimes you just want to do those sort of models, which I do. I build Dragon. I love Dragon. I love ICM. Their fits are fantastic, even though, as I said, they are over-engineered and there's so much to it. You're like, oh, but sometimes you want to do that because you want to push yourself. But at the moment, yeah, my favourite model kit maker is Meng. I would highly recommend them. And if you can get onto it, AliExpress. Um, give me a sec, and I will tell you how much it is in this. I've just built the whippet, so we'll use that as an example. So I've gone scale mates, and we'll dig up Meng's whippet. And see how much it is in this country. There we go. Right, scroll down. Marketplace. Right, it's around 25 quid. So that's in this country, 25 quid. It cost me. All right. There we go. My account. Oh, this is marvelous. Right. View all orders. Sorry about this, folks. I will get to it in a minute. Right. It cost me on AliExpress to order, including postage and packaging, less than 20 quid at the time I bought it. So I saved a fiver, but it's still a fiver I can put towards another model. So it's worth shopping around. The Whippet is a nice build. I've got the DR1 that I'm going to build that was apparently Wingnut Wings, and looking at it and in the process of building a Wingnut Wings, that's another great kit maker. I've noticed a couple of similarities within the build that Wingnut Wings used that I've never seen before, but Meng also used. So I would assume it was a Wingnut Wings kit that was meant to be produced but never got produced. Stevie Little, hi guys. Hi Stevie.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, so my recommendations, if you can get hold of one, Wingnut Wings. I think every modeler should build a Wingnut Wings one. It's it's just fantastic. It makes you concentrate and it makes you realize how well engineered those kits are. Even one layer of paint will affect the fit. It's not for the faint-hearted, and it's certainly not for a beginner. Um, Intermediate to advanced is where I would put it, and the top end of intermediate. But it's something that I would suggest everybody build. But getting hold of them, good luck. You can't get hold of them for love nor money. So yeah, Wingnut Wings, Meng, and yeah, Airfix are good. Tamiya's good. But my personal preference at the moment is Meng. There's loads of other ones out there, Hasegawa and all the rest of them, Mini Arts. I've mentioned ICM, mentioned Dragon, Trumpeter, but I've probably missed a however, like CSM, Copper State models. They're crackers. I haven't built one of those. That's my next one to build. Get one of theirs, build that. But yeah. So yeah, that's how I see modelling, past, present, and what I like to build. Are you not talking to me, Gary? Or are you just ignoring me?
No, I'm listening to you.
Well, I finished.
Well, thank you, Steph.
Stevie Little says, so Gary, how is the spray gun? I don't know. He hasn't got a spray gun. Got an airbrush.
Yeah. Well, it's all set up. I'm just waiting on thinners to come so I can give it a wee test run.
Yep. Geordie Moss, what models should we avoid? Um,
Oh,
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 yeah,
oh,
Gary
yeah,
and I, the mini art are well made, but the instructions are atrocious. The sprues aren't numbered. You've had a bit of a nightmare with a mini art, haven't you?
yeah. It's sitting here on the shelf for doom.
What was wrong with it?
Again, it's the instructions are pathetic.
Yep.
Um, you're jumping from one page to another page to another page to another page to find the numbers of the screws that you need.
Was yours
Also,
not numbered either?
no, mine wasn't numbered neither. You know, plus all that lovely detail that I did put inside the Dingo Mark 3, you're not going to see it. Even though if you do leave hatches open and everything else, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, but Gary, you
Um,
can say that about a lot of other models, mate.
yeah,
Dragon do it, ICM do it, Trumpeter do it, Airfix do it,
it's
Tamiya do it. You can't. That is not relevant to mini art because every other bugger does it as well.
yeah, no, but
If they plot you a clear case, a clear top cover, so for example,
yeah,
the Dingo, the front of the car was clear plastic instead of normal plastic, you could do that. But no manufacturer does that. And a lot of manufacturers do put engines in there and then you cover it up. They don't give you
yeah.
any way of showing it. So you can't hold mini art for
It's
that.
not only it's not only that. It for the reviews that got online and the price of it. It is not worth getting.
Right. Okay. That's a fair comment.
Definitely, I would recommend nobody to actually buy that car. There is better ones out there um, that have not as much detail inside because you're not going to see it, but to
Yeah.
put more detail in the chassis, um, all the outer work. Where if Mini Arc would have done that, it would have been better. Plus, their instructions is no. I've
Oh,
had it.
I agree with you on that. On the destructions, the destructions are awful. I can't stand that flicking backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Number the picking sprues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the price of the kits, you think they would actually have better instructions.
Mm.
Definitely. It's
Okay, if I can ask, how much was the kit?
the Dingo Mark 3 that I bought was £76.
Oh, from Mini Art.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I can understand that one.
Don't get me wrong, their stride scenes and stuff like that there are fantastic.
Yeah.
But for their actual kits themselves, I'll never buy another mini art kit again. That's put me completely off them.
Okay, that's a fair comment. Um, Mine, I don't care. To be honest with you, I will give anything a go. Um, if it puts me out of my comfort zone and makes me work for it, yeah, I'm one of these people that will finish something. Um, I will if a kit is fighting me and I'm getting desperately annoyed with it, I put it to one side for a month or so. Then I come back to it and then I finish it because if I'm annoyed with it, I'm scared that I will throw it, literally throw it, because it's frustrated me that much, and I don't want to do that because of the amount of work and effort I've put into it. So yeah, I don't let them beat me. But there's certain kits that I've built that are just fought me all the way. It's like the 132nd Revel Tornado. That's on the back burner for a couple of months because it's just fought me every step of the way. Um, so yeah, that's one of them. Um, There's a couple of models that are in the shed that are on the shelf at the moment. Not the shelf of doom. They're just on the back burner until I've got some of this stuff done, and I'm going to do some diorama videos as well. So I've got a T. One of the Russians. Is it T-32? I can't remember. It's one of the T ranges. And I've got my Panzer IV. They're all built, ready to rock and roll. And I've just got a diorama to build from. I've got the figures and everything. I'm going to do one as a snow scene, one as a summer scene. So they're ones that I'm going to do. And I'm going to do a bit of scratch building on a house. I've got my Whippet. I'm just doing the figures at the moment. So once the figures are done, I've got the tank done, got the figures done, and I can start on the diorama, which I'm going to video and check out on the channel. So yeah. But I mini art has pissed me off. But yeah, if something comes along from them that looks great, I'll give it a go. It won't put me off from ever buying them again. But yeah. So anyway, Stevie Little says, okay, airbrush. Thank you, Stevie.
Idiot.
Julie Owen says, afternoon, Steph. Afternoon, Gary. Afternoon, Julie.
Fresh cup of coffee, Julie.
Ahem.
Have you something stuck on your throat, Steph?
No, there's no stuff in your throat. Thank you.
Please, thank you, Julie. Make me a fresh cup of coffee.
Good boy. You'll learn. Simon Veach. Well, lads, how's things? How's Gary, lad? How's things? He likes to repeat himself, doesn't he, Simon? Oh, dear old Simon.
Yeah, not too bad, Simon. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm fine as well. Thank you very much for asking. So, here you go, Gary.
Steph?
Seen this?
No, what is it?
It's the arm for the Mandalorian that I'm 3D printing for someone.
That is some size.
That's my hand. Yeah, he's in total. He's going to be about 12 inches tall, probably more. But yeah, that's his right arm done. I'm doing his head, his left arm, and some bits, and then it's building Grogu and his little carrier.
Is that going to be the same size as 1/16?
I think it's going to be a little bit bigger.
That's going to take a lot of resin.
Oh yeah. I thought it'd take about 1 kilo. So we'll see. But that arm took 12 hours to print.
Wow.
Yeah. The only reason it took 12 hours is if you imagine that that's the base plate. Yeah.
Yes.
This doesn't actually fit that way on the base plate. So I had to angle it like that. And it ended up being printed like that. So, and that was the best angle I could get on my base plate. So that was a 12-hour print, all because of the layers. If I could have printed it like that, it would have been a 4-hour print, probably even less than that. So it just depends on what angle it is. And I print lots of things. I try and print at least one thing on a plate if I can. I couldn't fit anything else on because it interfered with it. Because not only was it going that way, but it was also going that way. So it went from corner to corner. There's certain things that I've had to cut and mess around with. So, but yeah, it's all good fun. There's Miranda's in. Hi guys, how are you on this sunny day? Gary?
Yeah, the very best. Thank you, Miranda. It's not sunny here now, mind you. It's a bit foggy.
Yeah, it's dull here as well, and all is good. Thank you very much. How are you? Oh, forgot something. Where are we? That's the one. There we go. There's that one.
There's another one I would stay away from too. Is ICM's new? Well, it's not new, but it came out last year. World War One armored car. It
What?
is really remember that one I done on the 24-hour challenge. The
All
World War
right.
One. Yeah, that's an R kit. That disappointed me.
Okay, that's surprising because ICMs are really quite good.
Yeah, that one. Again, they could have went into maybe a wee bit more detail inside because you would have been fit to see it. But all they had was just a steering wheel for inside where the driver would have sat. No seats, no nothing. Just the steering wheel.
Oh, good Lord, Gary, you can't please you, can you? It's either
No,
too
but
much or too little.
hang on, I'm just giving my honest opinion on it. Can't win with you today, so I can't.
Hey, you can't
Oh,
win with you either. I feel sorry for these model kit builders, these companies.
well, they do ask for opinions, don't they?
Yep. Okay, Stevie Little said, Steph, can you explain how you made that arm and what equipment? Yep. Give me a sec. I'll just flick cams. So if I put myself up there, you can see just over my shoulder. Oh,
You're very black.
yeah, my light's just gone out over here. Oh, good Lord.
Here we go. What happened?
The lights I'm using, just the connectors come apart. So,
All right. Nothing too serious, then.
oh,
Here we go.
no, that's no, they're gone. They're knackered. Yep, they broke. I'm gonna have to get a new set of lights. Damn it all.
Here.
Yeah. Let's
Yes.
turn that light over there. There you go. That should be able to see. Move my seat. We'll move over here. I've got a 3D printer. So that's how I made that arm. It's an Elegoo Mars Pro. And this Mandalorian, I started printing it on Saturday. And I've just hit halfway through. So I've probably got another 3 or 4 days printing before it's finished. So it is enormous. Started this print at 7 o'clock this morning, and I've still got 3.5 hours to go. So that's what I use. Can't believe I've just broke my light. I've only just put them up there this morning. It's an old set of lights I had spare kicking around. And the lights I had there was a halogen lamp, and that's just gone. They are about 15 years old. So you've done me well. So I've changed to LEDs. It looked all right, but then it fell apart.
Well, you can't complain.
No, I can't complain. It's lasted me long enough. Miranda says, doing pretty good, thank you. You sound like a married couple. Yeah, that's what my missus says to me as well about us.
But somebody has to try to keep him right, Miranda. That's the thing. And it's a hard job trying to keep him right.
Oh, God, yes. And Stevie Little says, cool. Not a problem, Steve. Anything else you want to know? Give us a shout. And I will go for it. Oh,
Okay, what have I ordered? Can't remember.
well, come on then. Live opening on the show.
Yeah, I can't remember what I ordered. I get open. Why
Come
did
on,
I do that?
my fingers
Hang
are up.
on. Could be a big blow up doll or something. No, my luck. I can open. Ah, yes. I was waiting on that one.
Come on, what is it? Oh.
Yeah, an old woman with chickens. I was waiting on that one to come.
Well, what's that for?
For one of the dioramas I want to do. There goes my whole tracks now everything on the floor.
Yay!
Yeah. Haha! The fillers have arrived. Yes.
Yay.
So I'll have a go at that. Airbrush maybe later on when I do a certain flower bed for a certain woman. Do I look like a garden person? No. Tell you what, that's dear enough for that wee bottle.
How much?
£15.
What? How much is in there?
200ml.
Jesus.
Now,
15 quid.
language, Timothy.
15 quid for 200 ml.
Yeah, that's how much that cost me to get it. Yeah.
Right. You know what I said to you the other day, don't you?
Yes.
Don't you dare buy any more of that lot, because that's just it's. I'm sorry, folks, but things like that are an absolute rip-off. Absolute rip-off.
For that there, for that size stuff.
200 ml. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that's what I paid for.
Right, I'm just gonna go mute for a sec.
Okay, he's waiting out to swear like a throughput. That's what he's waiting to do. Ah. Wee resin figure for another project that I'm doing. And not be this scene I want to do, but I want it for another wee scene. You definitely know the difference between a resin figure and a plastic one. There's more detail in it. So yeah.
Right, here we go, Gary.
Steph?
Yeah, you know I make my own.
Yes.
When I made my own, the Vallejo thinners was only £8.99 for 200 ml.
Yes.
That's now gone up to 15 quid. So that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Cost me to make 5 litres. It cost me how much? Where is it? 17, 20. Cost me 30 quid to make 5 litres.
Unbelievable.
30 quid for 5 litres, and you've paid 15 quid for 200.
Yeah, that was with postage and packaging and everything else.
Yeah. Quick comment here. Stevie Little, what do you call the material that you use to construct the arm in the printer? I use resin, mate. UV resin, and I use the water washable stuff. That thing is expensive, says Miranda. Wow, it's 11 euros 10 cents here. Yeah, it is. Up. And
But then,
afternoon, Dave.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gary.
Is it because there's more people taking the hobby up again that they can increase the prices? Is this the problem? Do you know what I mean? Because
it's also the fact that it uses isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah.
And with that, that's also the main ingredient in hand wash.
Right.
I've just chucked a link in there to my video for making your own homebrew. So you can watch that. And if you have a look below in the description, I break it down what I use. I've put that it cost me 10 quid for my flow enhancer and my paint retarder, but I've also got videos on there how to make your own. So I've taken that cost off. So yeah, it's one of my bugbears. People charge you for things like that when you can make your own at a fraction of the cost.
I'd be scared of blowing myself up or something. You know,
it's not, mate. That stuff. Isopropyl alcohol is not really that flammable.
You are talking to a grunt.
Yeah, and
we can make anything flammable.
Gary, you're talking to an ex-RAF armourer.
Yeah.
And I've already explained that to you. Anyway, good afternoon, Dave, and how the devil are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
I am good, thank you very much. What are you working on?
This fella here.
Oh, good Lord.
I can't see it.
Makes two of us. I've lost two already. So,
oh, good Lord. How many did you print?
Sorry?
How many did you print?
I printed three because I'm going to lose at least one of them, and one of them is going to be a misprint. So I'm down to my last one. If I lose this one, game over.
I'm sure you won't know.
But I've noticed that myself. Things have started to increase in price a lot.
Yep.
Was that the Vallejo thinner I saw it just as I come online?
Yeah, it is. It was, Dave.
Yeah, the factory was shut for a couple of months. I don't think that's helping, you know. And I think it's almost like at the start of the lockdown, they were using stock from a couple of months back. Now that, we're starting to see this is, the supplies from then have run out. This is stuff from the middle of the lockdown. So.
Yeah.
You getting on all right with your airbrush, Gary?
Dave?
I'm just...
What did I tell you? He's going to sink me. I just have a feeling he's going to sink me now.
I'm just...
You say that? Yeah, I'm waiting on it. Because I know there's somebody over there, that way there, be wondering what happened. Isn't that right, Steph?
Of course, Steph. Dave. Of course.
Of course, what?
Whatever you're saying, Gary, I'm just agreeing with you.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. No siree.
Good man, Dave.
I've just
That's the
looked
way.
on eBay, and you can pick up 5 litres of IPA for 20 quid, including packaging. So
Right.
the IPA costs, say you buy 5 litres of IPA,
Yes.
20 quid. You buy yourself 5 litres of distilled water or deionized water from your local motor car place. That's 3 quid for 5 litres of that. You get yourself some, what is it? Glycerin, which you can pick up from Boots for a couple of quid. And you can pick up a litre of glycol, which will cost you a tenner. And with those 3 ingredients, with those 2 and distilled water, you can make your own flow enhancer and paint retarder. Chuck those in the mixtures that I've suggested in the video, and you've got yourself, well, that 5 litres of isopropyl alcohol will make 15, I think it's 15 litres of thinners. So yeah, it's well worth making your home rate. It's cheaper.
And if you live in Newcastle, you can buy YIPA.
Why, hi?
Hold on a minute. There you go. Sorry, I had to get that out there.
Yeah. There you go, Dave. Julie says, afternoon, Dave. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Julie. How are you doing? So,
Yes.
Give me a chance.
Okay.
So, the meeting this morning, gentlemen, what happened there?
Nothing, Dave.
Oh, okay, mate.
I did ping out a message.
Yeah, I did see. Yeah. I just, no worries. Whatever.
I forgot about it. I was on the phone.
Yes, we know.
Working on your airbrush.
Yep.
Dave!
What?
Tell you, he'd have been no good in an OP.
Sorry, I've just got to get the cap off my airbrush.
Dave! God damn soak.
Sorry.
Staff?
What's that?
What's what?
That on the screen.
An airbrush or an
Yeah.
air gun.
It's an airbrush. It's like yours, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, but yours hasn't got a cover on the tip.
Dave! Oh, I sink a poor fella now. Sink him. Please, sitting up there in the living room, please keep the cackling down. I do give up.
Well, send us your airbrush then.
Well, no comment.
Thing is, though, what gets me, Dave, is the fact that he denies it like a trooper on here. But then when you have a look at his Facebook page, it's plastered all over his Facebook page. Oh, look, I've got a new airbrush.
Yes, everybody knows I bought a new airbrush, but something happened that a certain gentleman promised he wouldn't say anything.
I haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Oh, has he bought a new airbrush, Dave?
No, there was
Yes, Dave.
something wrong with the one Gary had already.
I'm waiting on it. Ah, there you go.
Come on, Dave, spill the beans.
They call it operator error in the trade.
Oh, Lord, what have you done?
Go on,
Nothing.
Gary.
No, damn, no. That's that doesn't count.
Okay.
He's broken his airbrush already, hasn't he?
No,
No.
not broken.
Oh.
Stop it! I'm trying to paint this figure. I'm going to lose. I'm going to. Oh, God.
Gary,
Steph,
what have you done?
nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. Yet.
What have you done, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. I know I'm going to be some. I know it's going to come out sometime. I know it is. I have a funny feeling.
Well, you better get it out now.
No. Hopefully Dave will keep his secret to him.
About it.
Yeah. How's that stash of yours, Gary?
Now, Dave, no.
I'm just asking.
It's growing very nicely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've got a Chernobyl diorama. Is there anything else?
That's what I would commonly call in the trade blackmail.
Oh, how dare you! Well, at least you can airbrush in that. Oh no, you can't.
Oh. Okay, I'll tell you stuff. I mean, don't you be laughing, Dave.
All right.
Right. There was a certain round thing here. Right?
A certain what?
Cap. Where is it? I don't know where. Oh, here. It's here. Oh, come back. I mean, you see, everybody's going to be laughing, including that one up in the living room. I'm never going to live this one down, innit?
Come on, what have you done?
Right. It was like that when I opened the box.
No.
Right? But I couldn't figure out of how to remove said cap.
Right.
Right? I was going everywhere, but then couldn't figure it out until Dave says pull it. All you had to do was pull it off. Stop it, Dave.
And we're letting him loose with an airbrush.
Now, it didn't say in the idiot's guide of how to take one said cap off one's airbrush. So it can't be my fault, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. And yes, it can be your fault.
But it didn't say on sit idiot's guide at the back there how to remove the gap.
You ever used a pen before, Gary?
No comment. See what I mean? One simple mistake and
You're more a crayon kind of bloke, I understand.
yes,
No.
yes.
No, they don't leave him alone with crayons because he chews them.
You know, it was one simple little error that I didn't think of actually pulling the cap off.
Oh, and who would have thought of doing that, eh?
I know. Stop it, Dave. But anyway, at least now I know you can keep the cap on this airbrush. Which this is going to be fun and games teaching this boy all about this. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, painting tracks, trying to be a good boy.
Dave,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I thought you were going to say?
Go on then.
I thought you were going to say he was trying to airbrush with a cap on. Now that would have been hilarious.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've got the airbrush with no paint in the airbrush before. There's nothing coming out. I'm like, oh, yeah, helps you put some paint in first.
Yeah. When you sit there thinking, I put paint in it. I'm sure I put paint in there.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Gary, it's worth investing in one of these. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What's that?
It's basically, you clean out your nozzle with it. Yeah. But you'd be amazed. You clean out the brush and you think you've got everything. And what it is, it's like a needle, but it's got a flat on it. So it effectively kind of not grinds, but catches any paint deposits in the nozzle with the airbrush. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And they're literally like £4 on eBay. Yeah. But the number of times you clean the brush and think, or 9 times out of 10, if I clean the brush and it's still not working, you give it a go with this and it'll be fine.
Because I bought my 2 kits for James's 148 scale build.
Uh-huh.
Now, don't be laughing. I bought an airplane. More to the point, I bought a Spitfire on ground crew.
Cool.
By ICM.
Cool. What scale?
148.
Okay, just checking, making sure, that's all.
See? Never going to live this time. Simple mistake. Didn't say anything about it in the idiot's guide. That's why I looked at the idiot's guide. Didn't say anything about it of the sort. I may get somebody to come down here and throw out most of this rubbish because this is unbelievable. The amount of boxes down here now. Did you ever order stuff and you don't remember ordering it?
Nope.
Your Honour.
Yeah. Right. Give me a sec. A couple of comments here. Julie says, I'm good, thank you, Dave. Wardimoss, grunt use crayons. And Jordan Moss, China graphs are the epitome of grunt writing. Yeah.
Whoops.
You okay, Dave?
Sorry, mate?
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's the others. Yeah, I've just got to figure out what I'm going to do today. Or what he's doing today.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
Now, realistically, I'm going to out this flower bed, right?
Uh-huh.
I could be pulling up flowers for all I know. I'm just saying.
It was your idea.
No, it was. You see that Julie Owens one? Oh, she would tell you just like to see getting me. Oh, see you up there. Tell the truth. See, do the flower bed. I might get a wee reward for it too at the same time. Steph,
What?
what are you laughing about? I'm being serious here.
I'm just wondering what the surprise is.
Well, at the end of the day, it is going out to do manual labour, which is, you all know, I'm going to end up pulling the back here, right? Sorry, there's just a message came through there for me. I'll read it later on. So, I could pull my back and be in a bad shape.
Heard that.
Please keep the noise down up there in the cheap seats. She's coming into that time of year again. How you have to go out and cut the grass every week. Oh.
You need a vegetable patch, Gary.
Dave.
Tell you what, if he carries on the way he is,
What is wrong with me?
Turning him to a vegetable.
You see what I mean? Get picked on every day.
Oh.
Me being such a good boy. Mm-hmm. Come on.
What's up here?
See, I don't understand.
You all right, Gary?
Yeah, I was just trying to look something up there, but it's not. It's just playing silly buggers from me today.
You can't multitask, Dave.
There was an airbrush joke in there, but I didn't go for it. Oh, Steph, I was going to say I emailed Elegoo customer support. They got back to me within 24 hours. They're going to send me a new VAT.
Oh, why? What's happened?
Well, what it was when I changed the FEP.
Yeah.
I took all the all the they're like Allen screws, aren't they?
Yeah.
One of them was just stuck fast. It'd been over tightened, you could see. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
And I basically I tried super gluing. I tried basically hammering in a bigger Allen key. Wasn't having any of it. Super gluing in the Allen key didn't work. In the end, I got the Dremel out and cut a slot in it so I could put a standard flathead screwdriver in, and that got it out. And then when I placed the FEP, I think it was slightly cross-threaded in the factory.
Oh.
So but you can just feel it. Just you just turn it. You're like, ugh. It will tighten, but you're like, I don't want to any further, and it's just the thread's gonna go. You can feel it. So I emailed them, sent them a photo, and they said, "Yeah, sorry about that. We'll send you a replacement of that." So,
fantastic.
Well, can't say fairer than that,
No, I'll tell you what. I'll be honest with you. Their customer service is really pretty shit hot.
Yeah.
The model I got they had a problem with the lenses
All right.
and the UV lights. They weren't focused at the right point.
Right.
So I emailed them, told them, and they said, "Yep, we know about it. As these are coming in, because my prints were failing left, right, and centre."
Right.
And they said, "Yep, it's something we know about, and as people come to us and let us know, we're sending them out the new lenses."
Oh, that's cool.
And what they've done as well is online there is an actual video that Elegoo have done
Uh-huh.
that walks you through it step by step,
Oh, okay.
and it is a really, really good video. And they said, "Yep, we know about it. Here you go. A new one's on the way. We're not sure how long it'll take. It could take about a month,
Mm-hmm.
but it comes free of charge. There's nothing to pay. All you've got to do is follow the video online, and that will show you how to
Yeah.
install it all, get
Oh,
it
good
done."
stuff. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I emailed them and I got to the Chinese New Year, so they're off for a week. But
Yeah,
and that they're back on the 27th, evening of the 27th. I got the email, so I thought, well, that's fair enough. So yeah, just emailed them a photo, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. We'll get you. And I said the frame. I said the FEP frame's fine. It's just the actual where it screws in the bottom of the vat. That's the problem. Where the frame screws into the vat, and they're like,
yeah.
"Yep, we'll send her a new vat frame." So I'm like, "Yep, cool."
Oh, nice. It's always good when you get a company like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, all I can say is, obviously on air, I can't. The other one I was looking at, I don't think the build quality is as good as the Elegoo.
Which one was
Yeah,
that? Photon?
that was the Sonic 4K,
Yeah.
and it's 50. To be fair, it's £60 cheaper. But I'm looking like there's the y-axis, the where the bracket that holds the plate onto the y-axis. There are
Yeah.
people saying on big prints, because it's not like, it's a big old lump, isn't it, on the Elegoo,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like an L-shaped bracket on the other one. And they're saying the problem is if it's a big print, where it pulls off the FEP, it flexes. Yeah, and
Oh,
and so you get imperfections in the print. The guy said, I thought I was imagining things, but then he said I basically put in I made some supports and put them on, and it solved the problem.
okay.
Again, but yeah, but again, I just think there. It's like, for instance, like the vat's metal, isn't it, with the Elegoo, where the other ones that quite often they're plastic, and just little things like that I think make a difference.
Yeah, they do.
So you got all that to look forward to, Gary, when you get your printer.
I can't hardly do what there was a bicep in form there to sort out. Why? Do you see registering for something online? That.
What's up, Gary?
Boy, I know what I'd love to do with it. I seriously see. That's why I don't like. That's why I have a secondary, but she's shot.
Back in a minute.
Okay, mate.
Right, I'm back.
Cool.
God, maybe this as the hand sanitizer. They must make it out of napalm. Bloody hell. God, does the job, but so you got an ICM Spitfire, you're saying, Gary?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know. Well, it's ICM. It's going to be a reasonable kit, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was very disappointed in World War One Yarnow. I was very disappointed in it.
I think they've got better as they've gone on. Yeah, I think it's a bit like mini art. Their early stuff's a bit rough. You know, the detail's very good, but it doesn't really want to go together. And I think ICM are this, you know, because they're limited run manufacturer.
Yeah.
As time goes on, they've got a bit more money to spend, and the molds get better. But,
Staff away.
I think so.
What's on the game plan for the day, Dave?
Got the Kickstarter for this thing. I'll show you in a minute. This thing I finished painting that starts today, so
Yes.
I'm going to keep my eye on that. Again, because might be a chance to pick up some work from that. So got that to do. Bit of teaching. Got to get some drum. I've hired a studio tomorrow, and I've got to get some drum practicing because I'm going to spend that money. I want to make it worthwhile. And I want to build. You know, I've done a lot of miniature painting. I feel like I'm really in the mood to build something again now. You know,
Right.
Sort of go. You kind of bounce from one to the other. You do a lot of painting, and then obviously there's not a lot of construction involved in it. So yeah, it'd be nice to get back and get that. Do a bit more on that ball tank. I think.
Yeah. Can you give me 10 minutes, guys? I've just got to go and respond to an email.
Yeah, no worries.
No problem.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you all about it afterwards.
Well, what have you got on, Gary?
Me?
Yep.
Gardening.
Yeah.
I give up. Do I look
I
like
do.
I've green fingers? No. Could I grow weeds? Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I did some gardening the other. I got allergies. That's my excuse.
I can't make an excuse up.
Can't suddenly catch hay fever.
But the best of it is, I do have hay fever.
Oh, Gary, well, you can't do any gardening then. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Julie Owens and
Yeah.
are we going to do did you run through your paints today, Gary? Is that some? Oh, we did that last time, isn't it? Weathering products, isn't it?
I was weathering products, but I think staff didn't do his today, so
Okay.
I don't know what way that.
Oh, doesn't matter.
I actually forgot about that, Dave, to be honest with you.
No worries.
Read emails, Gary, before you go any further, you idiot. Tell you. First name, idiot.
What's the problem, Gary?
No, I'm just trying to sort this out for Malcolm. I think I know what I've done wrong.
He's back. You two are quiet. What's going on?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Hey?
It reminds me, years ago, a friend of mine, he said he sat downstairs. He's like, the kids are quiet. What's going on? So he goes upstairs, and they've got a pillowcase. Him and the lad and his daughter, and they've got the hamster. They're flipping this hamster up in the air. He's doing somersaults. He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "He likes it." He goes, "What do you mean he likes it?" He goes, "You can tell by his face." This poor hamster.
Yeah. Did you get it sorted, Steph?
Yeah, I'm just reading some stuff I've got to read before I do it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going on the telly.
You what?
I'm going on telly.
For what?
Crime what?
Yes.
What are you going to tally for?
Yeah.
Models for Heroes, ITV, Meridian. They're interviewing me after the show.
Oh, good, eh? Will it be online at all, Steph?
I don't know. I'll let you know later on what's going on.
All right.
Nice one.
Yeah, Malcolm messaged me and says, "Do you fancy being interviewed for ITV Meridian?" And I went, "Yeah, okay."
ITV what, Steph?
Meridian. It's for the south of England, Southampton, Portsmouth, Isle of Wight, around that area.
No, we don't get that over here.
So yeah, it's really quite a giggle because I live up here in the middle of the country, and I was brought up on the Isle of Wight.
Right.
I've still got friends and family down there.
Right. I'm back in 5 minutes, Steph.
Okay, mate. So what you got on the printer at the moment, Dave? Anything?
No, but they've just the Patreon I follow. They've just brought out this month's miniatures. So I think maybe tonight or tomorrow. What I've done is because they're only available for a month. I've downloaded all of the files.
Cool.
So then I've got them. But yeah, they've got some good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I've still got some bits and pieces from last month. So yeah, I'll get some of that done. I think the next, as I said, I've got things I really need to be getting on with. But it's always nice to have a couple of miniatures just you know, when you fancy it.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I'm just printing off a 13-inch Mandalorian
Oh, okay.
with Grogu.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
I was on the Elegoo Saturn Facebook page the other day, and the guy was printing off one of the figurine from the Marvel universe,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I mean, the thing was huge. It basically must have been one of the biggest prints you could do. Personally, I would have done it in stages just to be on the safe side. And of course, it's just right near the end, and he had a power cut.
Oh,
So, so it's basically, yeah, half his head's missing.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I'm not sure people realise just it's like, without sounding like, it's a precision instrument, a 3D printer.
Yeah.
And I think you got to look after them is the way. Like anything like that, like an airbrush, got to keep it clean. You know, like I've got a routine every Sunday. Basically, strip it down. You know, get some IPA, clean out the vat, check the FEP. You know, and level the bit. You know, just give it a once over.
Yeah.
And you know, the number of things you see, and it's people just not basically looking after the thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's half the problems on that page, I think, you know. But
Yeah. It's like keeping the threads oiled.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, bit of silicon spray or whatever on the threads, and
Yep. Bit of 3-in-1.
yeah.
Yeah. Got a quick comment here. Geordie Moss. When you said you were going on the telly, I imagined as a little ornament. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. I'm kidding, Dave. Oh. Oh, I'm all excited now. I could crush a grape.
There'll be no talking to you soon to go via your agent.
Yes, definitely. Oh.
So are you on My Mini Factory, Steph?
Yes, I am, mate.
All right.
It's I like that the, some of the stuff on there looks absolutely stunning, but it's not something that I would normally go and buy.
I understand. Well, it's interesting because you'd sign up for this Patreon,
Yeah.
and they'll do like deals on other stuff. Yeah,
All
like there's
right.
a really nice dragon, and it's like 70% off.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, it's yeah, worth signing up for that.
Yeah, just for the month to get something like a dragon or something.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, this Patreon is like this month there's about 20 miniatures in this month's collection,
Yeah.
and as I said, there's you know, they do collaborations with other companies. You get discount, you know,
Yeah.
on their product.
So if you join up and you do the Patreon bit, do you get access to all the previous stuff, or do you have to buy that separately?
No, you get basically there's a set you get for joining up, which that the Dragon's from, and a few other, and there's about, it's basically like a basic dungeon set. You got a fighter, a cleric, the blacksmith. You got, there's a good 20 miniatures printed worth there, and then so every month you're on, you get the latest releases. And I think they do deals, like you probably get a hefty discount if there's something you like of the older STL files.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's. I just thought, and again, you don't have to. It's not you have to subscribe for a year. You subscribe for as long as you want to, basically.
Yeah.
So I just thought, really like their stuff, and again, so far I've been, I think they're as good, if not better, than some of the commercial miniatures in some respects.
Yes.
Right. There we go. That's finished. I'll have a look. I'll give you a look if you want.
Yeah. Give me a second. We'll just pop you up. There you go, Dave. All yours.
There we are.
Oh, nice.
There we go. See it? That's all done.
Also liking that dragon in the background.
Yeah, he's next. Yeah, that's one of the miniatures from this Patreon.
That was outstanding work, Dave.
Thank you. That was a 24-hour print on the Plura. Yeah.
What, in one go?
No, it's in sections. But again, it was about a day. There's a joint. I used Mr. Dissolve Putty on the joins, and I wasn't happy with it. So it's another day just with green stuff, molding the seam lines. So yeah, that's about 10 pieces.
Oh, that's nice.
It is.
So I'll be posting up a link to the Kickstarter later on.
All right, cool.
He's a nice bloke. He's again, it's like the idea is you've got these ships, and they kind of fly around the place, and they're powered by this crystal. So the creature uses this as a lure. Yeah. To sort of lure ships towards it. So yeah, it's the whole. They do like the Kickstarters is a printed rule book and various other miniatures and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think we talked about this. I think in future you're going to find more and more companies aren't going to actually make the miniatures themselves. You just buy the design.
Yeah. That, to be honest with you, would be a hell of a lot better.
Well, again, there's I didn't realise till I got there's stuff they can do with the 3D print that you couldn't make a mold because the mold would just fall apart.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes, and that's making the molds the expensive bit. So they can obviously do away with that, and it's and it's only going to get, like the next generation of 3D printer. I think is really going to, hit the mark, as it were.
Yeah, and also you'll find a lot more independent studios coming up.
Well, yeah, because Yeah, well, I mean, that's exactly what this is. I mean, because then obviously you don't have to kind of go to all the expense of printing stuff out. You just get the customer to do it.
Yeah.
Staff,
Gary,
do you know what we forgot to do today?
what?
Run through the pigments and stuff today.
No, it wasn't pigments today.
What was it?
It was what I did about kits old and new.
Oh, right. Right. I
You
thought
know,
it was. Yeah. I forgot.
Oh, I missed that. What was that exactly?
I just went through an old Airfix kit, the B29,
Uh-huh.
one that came out, I think it was the 80s, 70s or the 80s it came out. And did that against the new Shackleton.
Uh-huh.
And then just what kits I'd recommend. So that's Gary's job on Thursday night and yours on Saturday.
Okay. The Airfix forum is, I don't know.
What?
It just seems to be a national sport, Airfix bashing.
Oh, good Lord, why?
Well, the thing is, there was a guy, and it was a really, I can't remember what it was, but it was a really, really old Airfix where the sprues on a central runner and the
Oh,
parts,
yeah.
like a really, really, like one of their first. And, he's complaining about it. And it's like, this mold is probably best part of 60 years old.
Yeah.
And they weren't great. Obviously, molding technology wasn't anywhere near as advanced as it is now. And he paid, like, someone said, how much do you pay for it? It was like £5. It's like, what do you expect, really? And it's like, no. Well, anyway, there we go.
Just got a couple of comments. Geordie's given me a challenge to say how as many times as I can in the interview with Meridian as a tribute to Fred Dinage. Oh, good Lord. How? Julie Owens says, haha, someone will have green fingers soon this afternoon. No, you'll have more than 2 fingers, Gary. And Geordie Moss says, Dave, that's lush.
Thank you, Geordie.
Green fingers.
More like brown. No, sorry, that's your nose.
I can feel my hay fever starting already.
Best Oscar for best actor goes to.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, boy, that's bad. Oh, boys. Oh, they are started. Can't do it.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, no, I can't.
Believe you me, it'll be, oh no, I can't, then followed by the frying pan.
Exactly.
Oh, it reminds me, I was going to watch The Lawnmower Man this evening.
Oh, Dave.
It's a good film, that is.
Or maybe Fields of Glory.
Yeah. What about the new Marigold Gold Hotel, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Or even Driving Miss Daisy?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've got to go in a minute. It's Gardener's question time.
You're not funny.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah, or the Thornbirds.
Yeah.
Day of the Triffids.
Oh, cracking. Which one?
Well, I remember watching them. That scared the hell out of me.
Oh, the original one did. I
Yeah.
was absolutely. My mum loved that, and I was petrified watching that.
Do you remember? I watched it. It was on YouTube. Survivors. Do you
Oh,
remember
good.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all on YouTube, and that. Yeah, I remember. Watching that when I was a kid, and it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I'll have to come up with some sort of excuse.
What you do is you stab yourself in each of your fingertips.
Well, surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
What happened to you? I stabbed myself in the fingers.
What do you do that for? You didn't have to do any gardening.
I could have said something about getting the top off the airbrush then, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Dave.
But I didn't. Hello, Gary.
Okay, I'll pop and respond to an email.
That's not a nice sound.
Right, fellas, I've got to get on, so I'll see you Thursday evening, yeah?
Can you just hang on for 2 minutes, Dave?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. I won't be long.
That's better. My sound went there.
Sorry, mate?
My sound went there.
Yeah, I think my internet's not been great this past couple of days. I don't know what you're doing.
I know ours is playing up a wee bit as well. It's getting a wee bit nippy. I don't think I could go out in that weather.
Looks like it might rain.
Yeah. Why, have you rain, Dave?
Sorry, mate?
I take it you've heavy rain, have you?
Yeah, it's heading your way, mate, I think. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I will take any excuse at the moment.
Right, back. Thanks, Dave. I just didn't want to leave Gary on his own. You know what he's like.
Hey, what are you bringing me into it for?
Because I don't want to leave you alone on the show because I don't know what you're going to do.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's all right. Anytime.
Well, yeah, fellas, good to catch up. I shall see you Thursday evening, yeah?
Yep.
No
See
problem,
you
Dave.
Thursday, mate. You take care.
Okay. Yeah, good luck
Thank
this
you.
afternoon, Steph. Not that you
Thanks
need
very
it.
much, mate. Cheers.
See you later. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye, Dave. What time's your interview at, Steph?
3:30.
Right.
Didn't expect it to happen this quick. Malcolm says, "Do you want to do it?" Yeah. They contacted me and said, "Do you want to do it this afternoon?" Yeah, why not? I should really go and have a haircut and a shave.
Yeah.
Nah, can't be bothered. Looks scruffy. Oh, how you getting on there, Gary?
Yeah, getting on the best.
Cool. Not the very best, just the best.
Just the best. What about yourself, Steph?
Right. Getting on good. Just cracking on with these figures for the whippet. Once I've got it painted, give them a coat of clear, give them a wash, and then they should be done. And I can start videoing the diorama build.
What colour did you do their putties, Steph?
I've done the putties. It says khaki with a Sam Brown strap, same as ours were when we were in. Why? What colour should they be?
You wouldn't believe it, they should be darker than that.
Should they?
Yeah.
Okay. When I come to washing, I'll give them a full wash
Yeah.
so they look like that.
Yeah, I got the Spitfire, I think it was for £14 and the figures for £9.
Oh, nice.
But I am very disappointed at the price of that airbrush thinner.
Yeah, that's just ridiculously expensive. Ridiculously expensive. time is it? It is up 9 minutes left.
Yeah. I'll get a mug of coffee and then I'll phone Mummy and then I'll go out and get this flower bed done.
Yeah.
So that's on my agenda for this afternoon.
Yeah. I'm going to become a TV personality and a big talking head.
Yeah.
Hey. Look, still got another 2.5 hours on this blooming print.
Oh dear.
No, not oh dear. It's been going. It's a what? 8-hour print, 9-hour print. But this has been going since Saturday afternoon.
So it hasn't really been off them.
No, it's just been on and on and on and on and on.
Have you much more to go before it's finished, that?
I've got. Well, I'm doing his other arm and his head. That's the other print that's going through. So it's a long print because I'm doing an arm. I've got his main torso, his hips and his thighs, and then Grogu to do. The thing is, though, with these, it's dependent on the height. You can have one object, like for instance, the arm with a gun in it. That one object was a 12-hour print. Whereas I can do 40 objects that are only a 2-hour print.
Yeah.
It all depends on the height it is. Quick comment here. Nope. Geordie Moss got my jab date through. Is on Freitag. Cool. I had mine of the week. Have you got yours through yet, Gary?
I'm not going for it.
Why not?
I ain't going for it.
Why not?
I'm just not going for it.
Okay, mate.
I'm not going for it.
Yep, that's fine. I'll drop the drop. Well, that killed that conversation.
Yep. There. It's not that I'm one of those
Gary,
you know,
don't want to talk about it. Don't talk about it.
I would just want people thinking I'm a conspiracy nut because I'm not. I'm just not going for it.
Yeah, we know you're a conspiracy nut anyway, Gary.
Yeah.
I got lots to do, but It's that close to finishing. I don't want to start anything.
Mm,
You know what it's like.
yeah.
Right, come on then. Show us what you've got done so far, Gary.
All I've got really done is a wee bit done on the tracks.
Yep.
And a quick coat of paint on the figures. That's all I've really done.
Nice.
I thought we would have got a wee bit more done this afternoon, but
yeah,
it's that stage of the build where everything seems to be going slowly.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph, how did you get on? Fuck, I cannot put with that by today.
Well, thanks for asking, Gary.
Yeah, forgot that. Nice.
So they're going to get dipped in clear, and then they will get damn good wash in my sepia wash, and also in a flesh wash. So yeah. They look those faces look very bright, but they're all right. They'll do a trick. I did do them in a couple of different shades. So. Right, do you want to say your goodbyes?
Goodbye, folks.
Yep. Goodbye, folks. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe, keep modelling.